What you are about to experience will contain violence, disturbing imagery, adult themes, and may leave you hungry for power and blood. Proceed at your own risk. Oliver, you have run yourself ragged trying to figure out what's wrong with your brother, linking together crackpot theories, conspiracies, old texts, new texts, the events of the last few months. Where exactly is your head?
Swimming in books, to be honest. When you don't know what's relevant, everything seems relevant, you know. Doesn't matter if it's a book from 1,000 years ago or today's paper. I could do with another coffee though.
As you traipse across the probably rather messily decked out office at this point, you get a phone call and you're filling up your coffee mug. You realize it's from your contact at the science lab.
It's here somewhere. What?
Hey, Ollie.
Jackie.
How's it going?
Yeah, it's going alright.
Cool.
You alright? I haven't used you in a while.
Yeah, it was a bit of a crazy happenstance and all that, but I remember you mentioning you were looking into a very old book.
Yeah.
And there were some people at work talking about it, around the lab, and yeah, I figured you'd want to know about was it Hector's tome? Hector's
Grimoire. Yeah, Hector's
Grimoire, yeah.
You tell me people were talking about it.
Yeah. They said there was a place that you could find it.
Well, I mean, they say it's in secret library.
Yeah, that is what they say, actually. Where'd you hear that?
But that could mean anything. Well, there's reports. It's probably just a metaphor. Anywhere you keep books could be a library. Look behind me in this box, which I call the library.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, they said that there's a very specific way of finding it. That you check out a series of books. They say they know what the books are.
Wait. The books are the code. The books are the...
Yeah,
Hang on,
something about
hang on.
Manchester Central Library having a checkout thing. I don't really get it. None
There's
of
a code
them.
of books you take out. Of course. They'd have to protect it. Someone would have to protect it. Someone at the library. Wait, you tell me you know the books.
Oh, they said they know the books. None of them really have anything to do with whoever the hell Hector is, though. I don't know. Seems a bit weird to me, but I thought you'd be interested because it came up.
Or Hector could be a person. It could be a theme. Could be a pen name, ghostwriter. It could be anything. That's just what it's known as. That might not even be the name of the book.
Yeah, I guess I hadn't really thought about it, but like, if you, I'll text you the list of books. But yeah, I wanted to say
They were
hi.
talking about it in your lab.
Oh, yeah, just came up. My boss mentioned it.
What's your boss do? Well, I know what your boss does. Runs you.
Well, yeah.
Right, that's
Well,
we
were talking about old stuff a while back, but like she runs the lab, but like we're dealing with necrotic tissue at the moment, and we were dealing with a bunch of old skeletons a while back, so it's like
old skeletons.
Yeah, like carbon dating and stuff.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, we've switched to.
Wait, there was narcotic flesh.
Not
carbonate.
Necrotic, dead flesh.
Ugh.
Like the stuff that lives. Yeah, it's kind of gross, but like the stuff that lives on it, the chemical processes that go on, all of that.
Your job's kind of creepy, Jackie.
I think it's fascinating. I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
It's it's fun. It's better than working at a cancer lab.
I suppose that's creepier, isn't it?
Yeah, sometimes.
All right. Point taken.
Much more interesting science.
Your boss was talking about the secret library in Manchester. Okay. Who's your boss?
Miss Ellis. She was like
Eloise.
she took over a little while back. I mean, yeah, well, she got a promotion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, don't ring a bell. Yeah, can you send me the list?
Yeah, I'll text it to you. I got it actually. I don't remember it, but I'll get it from my mate. I'll send it to you, and yeah. You and your brother okay?
Yeah, he's a bit under the weather. He's all right though.
Oh, well, give him my best.
Yeah, of course.
Cool.
Thanks, Jackie. I owe you lunch.
Sounds good to me.
Thanks, Jackie. I'll catch you later.
See it.
Huh.
Everyone else. You see Ollie conclude a phone call, and despite looking like shit, there is an interest in his eyes that you've not seen in a short while.
What was that about?
Who was that?
Oh, phone call from a mate.
Oh, we gathered that much.
Sorry. Yeah. I've been looking for a book that can help us. And I think she's figured out how to get it. Well, we always knew what it was. We just didn't know how to get there. But it's real.
What does that mean? What do you mean?
All right. Do you know the concept of a secret library? Like a Masonic lodge, information that's guarded and kept for people's benefit, safe and hidden.
Yeah, season 6, episode 38, right? Supernatural?
Right. Yeah, right.
So season 7, episode 5, they get their own secret lab? Secret
Is that
hidden
the
library?
one with the... Right, yeah.
It's like a bunker.
Yeah. I don't know what it looks like, but I think it's in Manchester Library.
You're saying
think
there's
I know
a
how to get
secret
there.
supernatural Masonic bunker in our library?
It doesn't necessarily have to be supernatural or paranormal at all.
But there's a paranormal book in it.
Well, it's probably full of paranormal books. Well, books that retain to the paranormal rather than the books themselves being paranormal.
Isn't that the same thing?
Well, I mean, the books aren't a ghost. They're not phenomena. But the books are written
were we like
about
meant to break
phenomena.
in, or
No,
that shit
she's-
guarded?
sort of, but with a password. We go to the library.
You all right, man? I'm gonna make you some tea, dude. You're flagging.
Yeah. What she reckons is books, right. There's a series of books you check out, and then that will flag as a password, a saying, a
No
handshake.
way.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
Quite clever.
Kind of cool. This is a secret library.
Well, obviously the super secret supernatural bunker library is also cool, but the idea of your password just being a series of books you check out in a specific order is incredibly clever.
Yeah, and you can keep changing them if you need.
Yeah, Ollie, I don't think a tea's gonna fix what you got.
Yeah, is
there
there
any
any
that
You might want to
mean-
hit the sheets, man.
Wait a minute, Jack. Does that mean if we get access to the database, we can see other people who have checked out that same series of books and have accessed the library?
That's worth a shot. Give me that list. And then take a nap, damn it.
We can't. I'm fine. Look,
Yeah,
I
you're
can't take a
falling
nap.
apart. You're not fine. It's like saying Theo's fine.
We
Gee.
need this book
Oh,
exactly
I'm doing
for
all right,
you.
mate. Don't worry about that.
Yeah,
This thing
you're
ain't
doing all right.
shit.
Oh yeah, you're fucking. Look at your hand. Oh my god. Okay.
Whatever we find can be found in 3 hours. You can take a nap if you want one.
Well, it sounds like he doesn't want one.
Yeah, I'm fine. Just push through and then I'll have a kip later. This book.
What if there's something in the library?
What? Oh, books. Yeah.
I mean, something other than a book that requires you to be on full alert.
I'm perfectly fine.
That's what I'm here for, isn't it?
I'm a bit tired, that's all.
You ain't gonna stop him from going to a library. It's like fucking seeing a pig in shit. He'd live in a library if he could.
I could try a refresh ritual.
You can lead a horse to water, right? How about that list?
Yeah. No, it's alright. It's on my phone. You're not going
You
to that
don't want me to-
library without me.
We're not planning on going without you. Did
No.
you not hear the part where
And
she's
we're
gonna...
going right now.
He's not hearing shit.
Jesus.
He's about to fall
Ollie,
down.
All right.
she needs the list so we can look and see who else has checked out who's accessed the library.
Oh. Yeah. Of course.
Wait, are we
You
going
just
to the
texted
library
to
or
me.
not?
Yeah. Alright, I sent a message with the books.
Okay.
With the specific books.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right,
Everyone
I got
else.
time to do this or what?
Yeah, you got time. She should do this first.
We should probably go now, though.
All right, we'll go right as soon as she's done.
Josh,
What's the plan?
can I attempt to probably grabbing? Actually, maybe I have a shitty laptop. If not, I'm grabbing Kay's and
I don't have one anymore.
do I have a shitty laptop?
Yes. Yeah, you can have a
Okay.
shit laptop.
So I am going to try some hacking. I'm going to try and get into the records in the Manchester Library and see what kind of information I can get about who's been checking out these books.
That sounds like an intelligence plus tech to me.
Okay. And
3 successes. Yeah, you pretty easily get access to someone else's account through their online checking out portal, and you take a look through the database, and there are 3 people who appear to have checked out those books, and only 1 who appears to have checked them out in the last week.
okay. And what names do I get?
You get a Mr. Elm, a Mrs. Oak, and a Mr. Willow.
No
Okay,
way,
check
dude.
this shit out.
What is
Look at
it?
this. They're all trees. Mr. Elm, Mrs. Oak, Mr. Willow.
Yeah, okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, these are not. We don't have real names here.
Sorry.
That's
To
interesting.
be clear, Josh, you said Mr. all 3 times?
Mr. Elm, Mrs. Oak, Mr. Willow.
Mrs. Oak.
Okay. I wonder if there's an address associated with that library card. Any one of them.
Address.
It's got it. Usually
Hmm.
library cards do either address or phone number.
I think with your technology know-how, you can get a phone number, but you're pretty sure that the
It's
The address-
5551212.
the phone numbers might be legit, but the addresses are definitely made up. They're not
Okay.
quite 123 Fake Street, but it's about as close as you can get sounding in Manchester. It's like
All right.
something boring like number 1 Trafford. Like that's not gonna help you.
These addies look bunk, but we could try the digits. So I'll take those down, and you want to start making calls?
I look at Diana.
Yes. I'll stop making calls. Huntmaster, do I have any knowledge of any of the things that are going on currently with my connected father or anything like that? Have any of this lore knowledge? No.
In what sense?
Would I ever would my father be part of something like this? Would he know people who are part of
Oh.
something like this? Would I be
mean-
aware of this kind of organization? This specific one, I guess.
It definitely seems like something he would be involved in, but
Yeah.
no, he's
Okay.
He's not. No.
Okay, cool.
PB knows who it is. But
Oh.
unfortunately, Kala does not. Ah, damn it.
Dang.
Yep.
Sorry. Okay. Cool beans. Yeah, I'm going to try these numbers.
I'm gonna say, hey, sec, Diana.
Yes.
Maybe I should try reverse lookup on those or something. I don't want to tip our hand, you know? I mean,
All right, yes, that's a good idea.
Josh, can I try a little more sleuthing here? Can I see, without calling people, if I could do some kind of reverse lookup
Okay.
for any of these to look for names? Not necessarily addresses, but maybe names.
Yeah, intelligence investigation.
Okay.
Two successes. Pretty quickly you find out that two of them are made up.
Okay.
One of them, connected with Mr. Elm, is not made up, but also doesn't appear to be connected with an address, any form of account. It's not like it's been entered anywhere on the internet before.
Okay. So I don't get any more information about that. Got it.
You know that the only one that is legit is the one that was on Mr. Elm's.
Okay. I don't know, Diana. I mean, it looks like Mr. Elm. That might be a real phone number, but
Yes, I'm not sure I'm not quite sure yet if it helps us to make a phone call to them.
that's what I was thinking.
We could hold on to it, but perhaps we go to the library first.
Sure. What do you think, Kay?
Yeah, that sounds good. Ollie, what's this ritual you were talking about? Ollie. Hey.
He's dead on his feet.
Yeah. What's the ritual you were talking about? Refresh.
Can't hear you.
We could do a sleep debt ritual.
Sleep debt?
Yeah.
What is that?
You know, the concept of sleep debt, right? You know, sometimes you're busy and then one night you sleep like 12, 18 hours. Sleep debt. Catching up on
How
sleep
exactly?
that you missed. Well, we can take it from essentially the future, now, and then I can sleep later and I'll be fine.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Well, then let's just go.
No. I think we should do it.
Yes, if I may, it's superiorly better if you are feeling
You're
up
useless,
to
I'll say it.
snuff.
You're useless right now. If we get into that library, you're not
pretty
even going
much
to be
true.
able to decipher a book.
Alright, get me something biodegradable that we can scatter. Sugar, rice, salt.
Well, we have enough sugar for the tea, so
Yeah, I'll
that
get it.
works. I'll help you. And what else?
We need some water, and I got chalk somewhere. We need chalk. How many? 1, 2, 4 pieces of chalk. I got chalk.
All right,
Okay.
I'll grab the sugar.
And then we got to make a big square, right? With the sugar, or whatever it is, doesn't matter. Big enough that we can all stand in each corner, and I'll get in the middle.
I begin drawing a square.
Theo, get a cup of water.
Hey?
You can just use
Get a
this
cup
one.
of water. Oh, duh.
Yep.
I start pouring a puddle of water in each corner of the square that's being drawn right now. Right, everyone take your shoes and socks off.
I just start doing that.
All right. Yeah.
Pick a corner and stand in it.
Okay.
And then I hand everyone a piece of chalk, and I sit in the middle. All right, starting with Theo. Theo, write 1 on the floor, just in front of your feet.
Right, in numbers or letters?
Huh. Nah, numbers. I don't. Yeah, numbers. As long as they represent a
Number
number.
one?
Just number 1.
Like 01 or just 1?
Just 1. Doesn't matter as long as it represents.
Because I remember one time I got in trouble because you have to put like a couple of O's before it if you reckon it's going to go high enough. You know that?
Well, it's only going to 4, Theo.
And I was doing like, I did a bit of logistics work I did down by the old, alright, 1 like that, yeah?
As long as it represents the first, and now the second.
Okay. Like that?
Right. Third, number 3, and 4.
On it.
Yes.
Okay, hold the chalk in your hands, because at the end we're going to have to snap it.
Okay. And what happens when you need to pay this back?
I'll sleep for as much as I need to sleep.
And when does that happen? Do we know?
As long as you've... Okay, at the end of the ritual, we're going to snap the chalk in half. You're going to keep half, and I'm going to keep half of everyone's. And as long as we've all got half, that's how long it'll last.
What do you mean?
In hours or days?
Well, there are reports of this happening for years. I don't really fancy that. I'm thinking a day.
Wait,
What?
you won't sleep for years?
No, I'll just catch up the sleep that I've had before. And the second you get rid of the chalk, or I'll get rid of my half of the chalk, that's when I'll have to pay the debt.
So we have control over it. It's just whenever you get rid of the chalk.
Yeah.
Got it. Sorry, you're usually a lot easier to follow.
Yeah, it's been a long fucking couple of days.
Yeah.
Alright, is everyone standing in the water? Numbers?
Yep.
I double check
Okay.
all the numbers
Yep.
are written. Alright. Does anyone know Latin?
Yeah.
What?
Of course I don't know Latin, I barely know fucking English.
Alright, repeat after me. Quad.
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 Vedere.
Eh?
Videre.
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 Volumus.
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 Like air gel, isn't it? Volumus.
There we go. Aspachamus.
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 As per the Chamus.
Oculame.
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 Videbant.
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 The J-Bunt.
Veritatum tuum.
Meritatum tuum.
Mary take them to him.
Tatum to him.
Veritatum to him.
Snap the chalk.
Snap the chalk.
Actually, physically snap the chalk.
Oh, right, snap it, right, yeah.
I also
Snap.
snap the chalk.
Alright. Keep half,
Everyone.
put in your pocket, in your bag, doesn't matter.
Everyone make intelligence occult rolls.
Wait. Oh, yes, sure, absolutely.
Everyone.
We should not keep this in a bag. Can we just put it in a Ziploc bag and put it in a freezer? Do we have
You
to
need
have
to
it on
keep
us?
it, otherwise it drops. It's got to be on you.
Okay.
The second you get rid of it off your person.
Okay, great. I go and I get a Ziploc bag. Yeah, I go and I get a Ziploc bag. I'm going to put my chalk in it, and then I'm going to pierce it on my necklace so that I'm literally wearing it underneath my hoodie because I don't want to lose it. It's not the most perfect, but I'll feel it if it goes anywhere. Sorry, what are we rolling?
Intelligence occult?
Wonderful.
Okay. Everyone. Ollie is looking so much more alive and refreshed, and like the bags under his eyes disappear. He appears to stop yawning. Yeah. Seems like it's worked.
Fucking hell, that was easy, wasn't it? Never need to sleep again.
You gotta pay it back at some time, bruv. Alright, give me them chalk pieces. I put them in my pockets.
Yep.
Arm and a leg on Red Bull. Here, can we do another one that gives me an extra inch?
You think you really need another? You're a mason, son.
Yeah, no, you're right. Be too much, wouldn't it?
Don't be greedy. Right.
Are we going?
Okay.
Well,
Yeah, Ollie looks ready.
Right, to
Go
the
find a
library.
secret
then, yeah?
library.
Everyone bundles in cars and all sorts of stuff, and I was wondering, on the trip there, Theo, what is preoccupying your mind?
To be honest, even though I would never show such a thing, every single time I step foot outside, I'm a little bit more paranoid than I've ever been. And I think I have a continual, you know that feeling when you're a bit too tired and every shadow looks a bit like a person. Every tree looks like a weirdly shaped, looming individual. And everything kind of looks like that to me. Not to mention the fact that my mum's been walking around following. So it's a bit of a sort of a subtle paranoia, I would say, that's preoccupying me mostly. Although I do chuck on some Tiesto and make it nice and loud, keep us all awake, keep me distracted.
Is there anyone, do you think, that would notice this?
If anyone stood a chance, it'd probably be Ollie, but he has been so buried in his books that he hasn't seemed to pick it up yet. It's possible that... I doubt Jack would. We never really got too close.
Yeah, but I'm pretty fucking observant.
Although you
I'm
do
a
seem to
little
pick
bit
up on
wolf
stuff
mothery
like
when
that.
it comes to, yeah.
Diana and I have stayed up many nights drinking and chatting shit. I've been dealing for Calla for a month now, 2 months, 3 months. So we've hung out a little bit. So yeah, I don't know really. I suppose it's down to them three.
Either you can decide or we can leave it to a roll.
I think we could roll for it.
mm-hmm.
That seems like a wits insight roll. I'm imagining that whoever wins is the person sitting next to him while he's driving his van.
Well, to be honest, it's
Well, I'm
always
driving my car.
it's always Ollie sat next to me as well, on account of the fact that I wouldn't have him rolling around in the back of the van.
True.
Yeah, I've been too distracted. There's no point.
Jack. Theo appears to be distracting himself.
Just gonna tug on his coat, his elbow. Hey, you hanging in there, man?
Oh yeah, I feel right as rain, me, brand new.
Just that you keep kind of like, you know, staring off, looking a little alarmed here and there. It's just not, I mean, you're not on like 12 things right now, so, yeah.
Well, I'm on 11. Oh, I'm just keeping my eyes open, you know what I mean? Now that we know there's stuff out there.
So you just freaked out?
Well, I wouldn't say I'm freaked out, but just keeping
You
an
look
eye
freaked
out,
out.
you know. Do I? Right,
You do.
well, you know,
look
I have
freaked
got
out.
some sort of weird disease going on, so...
Yeah. No, I get it, man. Is there anything you want to talk about?
Like the Tottenham or something?
Look, I'm just... You haven't seemed right since you left the hospital, and I know you're worried about the mark, and I know you're fucked up, but... You got anything on your mind? I suppose you've seen any dogs around.
Well, I ain't seen no big fucking dogs, no.
Anything else?
I ain't seen no big cats neither.
Pretty funny. You good, man?
I'm fine, I've been through worse than this. I
Alright.
had the flu when I was 10 once, you know. That was pretty rough.
Yeah, this isn't the flu, Theo.
Well, it might
It was
be.
pretty rough.
Alright, well, we got your back, and just, Ollie's right as rain now, so, just try to stay calm, man.
I'm perfectly calm, me, don't worry about that. You want one of these pills? Yeah, hold on.
No.
Now,
No,
as we
no,
come up to the
Theo.
red light, you can have one here. Look at these little
Theo,
things. These will calm you down
Fine,
and all.
man.
No, you're probably freaking out just as much, yeah. You have one and I'll have one. Bottoms
I'm
up.
not- no, look, I don't think you should... I'm good.
One for you, one for me. Yeah, you'll feel brand new because I know there's something wrong with you and all. You're looking at me like I'm looking at you.
Alright, man. As long as you're good.
Yeah, I'm doing alright. Just as well as everyone else now that we know there's all sorts of things going bump in the night, you know what I mean?
Yeah. There fucking is. I think I raise my voice a little bit at this point and just say, alright. Round up the troops. Who wants to go to the library?
I have a
Well, that's
question
why we're here.
for the hunt
Oh, yeah.
master.
Please.
Were we able to recover anything from the drive?
The drive?
Yeah. The thumb drive. Connie's.
Yeah.
Oh, the thumb
Yeah.
drive.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
That I think is still in progress.
Okay.
We can do a roll for it when you get back to
Sure.
the office. But yeah, that's in progress.
Okay.
Yeah, if Kay asks about that, I'll just say it's still processing.
Okay.
Don't worry, I'm sure we'll get something.
Data reconstitution is no
Yeah.
mean feat.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I assume we're there, right? We were driving there, right?
Yeah.
You had this conversation while we were in the car? Okay.
Yeah, unless anyone else wants to have any other conversations. You arrive at Manchester Central Library, which is a huge building. It's a huge round building of grey stone, and it seems pretty warm and friendly, given that it's the large building in the center of town. It's still open. And you go inside. Ollie, you have, well, in fact, multiple of you have a list of books.
Which do you reckon came first? This library or the other library?
Gotta be the egg, innit?
Ever which is the egg? Do you get a load of crazy books and then think library, or do you have a library and find some
No,
real spicy books?
I think the other one went first and then they built around it. What a better place to hide a library than in a library.
Yeah.
Maybe?
Makes sense.
Let's go take some books out.
You grab some obscure fiction. You grab a a highly technical non-fiction book on plane fuselages. You grab 4 books until you get to the last, which is a bit more appropriate for a secret special magic library, and that is the Hieroglyphic Monad by John Dee. Ollie, you have all of your books.
Remember reading this in uni. It's very dry.
So what happens now?
I don't know. I guess go and check them out.
All right, maybe we should spread out. I don't think we should cluster up at the kiosk.
I agree. I immediately move away, and I'm gonna kind of position myself in an aisle and be looking at a book angled so that I can kind of see him and anybody around him.
This is a modern library, so it's electronic checkout. You can go through all of them, and from your perspective, all of you, the library gets significantly quieter somehow. But the place you are does not appear to change. You can't hear the chatter of students. You can't hear the fans circulating air. You can't hear footsteps.
I look around. Do I see the others?
You do see all of your comrades, friends.
I done it.
All right, what now?
I checked the text again to make sure I got all the right books.
You got all of the books in the right order.
Maybe it was the wrong books.
Let me see. I'm gonna check my list against his books.
You ought to say open sesame or something.
Maybe?
Seems right, Jack.
Those are the books.
Anyone see any doors?
Maybe it wasn't good information.
Shit. All right, should we check around for doors?
Yeah, maybe it opened something in you.
Yeah, check for hollow walls.
Shh. Oh God. Yeah.
That's it. That's a wooden desk, Theo.
Well, that's how you check. You got to knock for it.
Does anyone notice when Theo's walking around like banging on stuff? Does anyone like look at him or anything?
That's entirely up to you. You are the only people here.
Well, I suppose we could simply say hello.
Are we the only people here?
It's starting to look like it.
Could have sworn there was a table full of students over there.
Yeah, I think we're already in the library. I think that was it. This is it. We're here.
All right. Well, how do you find your book, Ollie?
I was going to say fiction, but non-fiction Hector's Grimoire.
All right. Let's look. You can probably put those down.
Yeah. I search on the machine for Hector's Grimoire.
The machine does not work.
It's broken.
Are the books now different?
You look at the titles, they seem pretty normal for this section of the library. They don't seem like XYZ's Magic Tome of
Right. Yeah.
fireballs or
okay.
whatever.
I will investigate and look around to see if I can find like what we're looking for, either a section or something that wasn't there before. Investigation.
Yeah.
Wits or intelligence?
Wits investigation.
All right.
Two. Carla,
Yes.
you start walking.
Mm-hmm.
You trace your finger along the books, and nothing seems to change about the titles, but you do realize after a very short period that once you have walked down one of the aisles, you are now significantly confused about exactly where you might be. Because you thought the aisle ended at this point. And then you look back,
Are they still there?
and the aisle continues.
Oh shit. So I don't see them anymore.
Callah's walked off, everyone else.
Oh fuck me. Okay.
Did
Bye,
any
bitch.
of us see which direction she went in?
Yes, she went down one of the aisles marked L.
I will follow
just-
that. I'm gonna head down there. I just start walking.
We just splitting up and looking. All right.
Going up and looking for clues.
I don't know if
Yeah.
we should split up.
The library. Nothing bad's ever happened in a library.
First time for everything.
Is everyone going in the same direction as Callah?
What
No,
would
I
we do?
assumed we were going to go and try and find all of us to try and find a different.
So he told us it was called Hector's Grimoire,
Mm-hmm.
and he mentioned fiction.
Then I changed my mind to non-fiction.
And then you
considering
changed
we
your
were in a
mind.
secret.
Okay, aloud, like in front of us?
Yeah.
Okay. I probably headed to non-fiction if I didn't like see Callah disappear. Yeah, I probably headed to non-fiction looking for Hector's Grimoire.
Josh, of all the rumours I've heard of Hector's Grimoire, do any describe what it looks like?
It would be, the assumptions are that it would be in the style of an old, large, hand-bound volume. Not very thick. This is not a vast encyclopedia or something, but it is, yeah, very old, quite likely bound in some sort of animal skin.
I'm gonna look down there. It'll be old, probably leather, probably a bit homemade, like Etsy kind of stuff, but obviously not from Etsy. I'm gonna go down here.
Leather, got it.
I'm casually following Ollie around.
I
Okay.
think I might be solo unless they went the same direction.
Let's find out. It is not the same direction.
Shit.
So, in that case, Ollie and Theo, you begin walking, and again, this endless aisle eventually encompasses you in both directions. And is there conversation while you're walking? No conversation at all.
Did this all get longer?
It all looks the fucking same to me. I don't know.
Where's the rest of the library?
Yeah, don't like that. I straight up pull a gun out. In the middle of the library.
Bruv, it's a library.
Is it?
I grab a book off the side and just have a look at what it says.
This one's probably more up your alley. It is probably in a long dead language, but appears to be recipes
Oh, it's Mesopotamian.
for food.
Ugh. Bro, do you know they used to put fish oil in everything? Didn't have salt, did they?
How is that the same thing?
Well, fish oil is salty.
So they did have salt.
Yeah, but it was in the form of fish oil. They didn't know how to refine it. Well, probably some people did if they have rock salt.
What if they got the fish out of a non-saltwater lake?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, see, it's bollocks. Can't believe everything you read in a book.
But you can.
Well, I prefer things that I can see, even though...
What about that
Don't
book
trust
you've been
it.
reading? Alan Shearer's autobiography.
Fucking brilliant, mate. I tell you, that bloke's a genius.
Alan fucking Shearer?
Yeah, I tell you what, without him, we would have had absolutely bloody nothing during the 90s. Nothing. Not a single
Worse.
fucking goal. Pulled that whole
Yeah.
team together. And England.
Yeah, but that's not a high bar to reach, is it? The state of them.
Shouldn't we be in the section that's E for Hector?
H, you're right. H for Hector. But this seems to be recipes.
Recipes for what?
Food. Just.
Why is that
food.
going to help us then?
I'll grab another one. Is it also food?
This one also appears to be Mesopotamian, but it is slightly. It is more of a diary of someone.
I think we're in the Mesopotamian Isle, bruv.
What's that supposed to mean? What is that type of fish, is it?
Alright. Nah, it's an era, a people, if you will. Right, so this is sectioned eras. When was Hector's grimoire? What era was Hector's grimoire?
Maybe Roman,
Sounds about right.
which is not that useful because that was a
Large.
very large period of time.
Alright, these are all in the wrong language. We need to find Latin. Classical, clerical,
say
doesn't
we.
matter. Yeah.
I'm
Well, you
just
can
here
look
for
on the
moral
shelves
support.
up there.
Well, I ain't going to know the difference between Latin and Mesopotamian, am I?
Alright, you got a point there. Hey, you said Latin earlier. It was good, that was.
Well, I was joking when I don't actually know Latin.
Who the fuck are the others? Jack!
I don't know.
Do I hear that?
You do not. But, Ollie, you see a figure of a man walk down from the direction you were headed towards you.
Yeah, alright, mate.
Good evening, gentlemen. You appear to be
Lost.
looking for something. Lost?
Oh yeah, we're well lost. We're looking for a book about a bloke called Hector in Latin.
And I'm assuming your friends are as well.
Yeah, big place. Had to split up. What does he look like, Josh?
He is quite tall, very short curly hair. He's a black man in a very fancy suit. Or at the moment, he looks comfortable in his suit jacket, but he seems a little bit dressed down.
Like business casual.
Dark academia preferably, but yes, business casual.
Yeah, do you know they file Roman era books per emperor?
Yes, I do believe I would be able to find that for you.
Hector's grimoire. That'd be brilliant, mate.
It is part of a private collection. I would like to know a little bit about you before lending it.
Right, well, I assumed I'd already passed the test. I'm a researcher. I'm trying to help me brother. And this is the only place with a book that can help.
What are you trying to help your brother with? Let's start easy. What are your names?
Molly, that's Theo.
Very well. I suppose you can call me Mr. Elm then.
Mr. Elm. I think my brother might have picked up a hex, and I am attempting to learn a bit more about it.
Fascinating. What manner of hex? Oh. Yes, I've heard of that going around.
Yeah, seems to be going around everywhere. It don't seem to work out well.
Tell me about how he got it. You have my interest.
That's up to you, Theo.
Big dog.
Big dog. Of course.
With one eye of fire.
Now that is a little more interesting. What do you think this big dog is? And I'm very sorry. Would you like to have this conversation somewhere a little more comfortable? Your friends must be quite lost.
Yes, please, if possible.
Of course, follow me. And he begins walking, and eventually there is a turn in the aisle, and right there, around the corner, are all of your friends. And he doesn't stop when he meets them. He just takes another turn and opens a door into an office.
I think he's a librarian. He's been very helpful.
Alright, well, I ain't found shit, so go with him.
Come on in.
Can I roll anything to look at this guy and see if he's moving unnaturally? I'm terrified of vampires after the last encounter. I trust no one.
Okay, composure investigation, please.
Please fucking pass. Please, if anything, for the love of God. Sorry, what am I rolling?
Composure and investigation.
Okay. Please.
That is 2 successes. Would you like to spend... Oh? I got... I guess you did one before, didn't you? Right.
Yeah.
That's 2 successes again, though.
Yeah.
Would you like to...
Yes. I will absolutely do that. How much more am I rolling on top of that?
That's 3. That's 3 d10.
Okay.
For a willpower point.
Fuck.
3 successes. I'm assuming you're doing this because Kala is suspicious of anyone
everyone.
new that she,
Yes, that is
of
correct.
everyone.
Well, also we're in a supernatural library, and who better to keep track of a library for a very long time than a vampire?
Mm-hmm. That's
Or-
very true.
Some sort of supernatural creature, I think.
I think that's possibly what goes through Kala's mind. She doesn't notice anything weird specifically. There is a vibe, maybe, of a man mysteriously in a
No, don't
mysterious
describe his
library.
vibe.
Perhaps he is a little intimidating. And he sits behind a very large desk with an array of beautiful pens and books on top of it, and a large scorch mark in the middle. Good evening, everyone. I am very impressed that you all found your way here. Your friend,
Ollie.
Beavis? Ollie. That's a little bit better. Oliver. Had some questions, and I am more than willing to have a conversation about anything you find interesting.
I'm not entirely sure how your library works. Is it a lend? Is it a trade? Is it an honor system?
A lot of it is built on exclusive access to a certain group of people who earn their way in through an honor system. And I dare say you've all taken the first step today. Picking up on our earlier conversation, and feel free, anyone, chime in. Before I hand over Hector's grimoire, I would very much like to know what you think this big dog, and by extension the mark, is.
Werewolf.
Church Grim. An omen. That's where we first saw it, right, bruv? You saw it at the church?
Yeah.
It was a priest. Also at the mark. And someone else. Josh, do I feel compelled to answer his questions, or...?
Not in the slightest.
Okay.
I find that interesting. It's something I've been looking into for a very long time. What do you imagine this Grim is an omen of? The rumors I hear is that the people who receive the mark die.
Yes, I can only postulate from my research. But everyone we've known with the mark hasn't survived. Theo's the only one living with it. I postulate that it is, in fact, some sort of omen, perhaps a mark. I try and be quiet so Theo doesn't hear me, but I mean, he's in the room, so perhaps marked for death.
That's very interesting. And at this point, Oliver, you hear this man's voice in your mind say something drastically different to what he says out loud. He continues his line of questioning about folklore, omens, death. But in your mind, you hear Oliver Mason. Is there something you would be willing to trade?
I sub-vocalize in my head. Say, my brother. Yeah.
Anything?
Yeah.
Wonderful. I see you've already attempted magic.
You can see that.
I can see a lot.
It was a simple misdirection. Ritual.
Why would you want to do that? Do you not
So-
trust these people?
No, I do. I trust them to try and look after me. And I haven't got time to look after me right now. I need to look after Theo.
If it's time you're after, I can grant you that as well.
I don't need time, I need information. It's a puzzle, and I can solve it. If it's the last thing I'll do, I'll solve it.
Hector's grimoire is yours. If you solve the puzzle and survive, please come back. And I will exact the price.
I agree.
Well, thank you everyone for indulging my curiosity. I think you are all worthy prospective members of my society. Before I lead you to the grimoire, is there anything anyone wanted to ask me?
I gotta roll for it because I'm an idiot.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm so sorry.
I feel like you've got a thing on your
Yeah.
-2 to indulge temptation. So whatever you want to roll that -2.
If I have a -2, I don't even need to roll. I say, are you a vampire?
Hello.
Yes, I am. And you
I've
are
got a question then.
hunters. What's your question?
Theo,
Theo, what is your question?
you reckon I could have some of your blood?
Theo, he doesn't. I think we should.
No.
I think we should leave. I think we should probably. We got what we came in for.
He asked if he had a question. I've got a question, ain't I? And I've asked.
He's already been accommodating enough. Perhaps we should go.
Is there
Well, we're
anything
in
you'd
his
like
house.
to trade for it? It's very
I've got,
expensive.
yeah, I've got haven't really got any books. I've got Alan Shearer's autobiography.
Thank you.
Oh,
I believe that's already in the library.
I mean, he is the top goal scorer of all time in the Premier League, so it's a pretty good book. You know, if you were to read something. I mean, what do you want though? Books or
I'd
what?
like to
I've got
go
some
now.
fucking nice peels.
Yeah, we should. Come on, Theo.
Like some of them.
Come on,
Let's go.
Theo. He doesn't want it. We're gonna leave his house, and thank you very
You
much.
don't know how good these
Mr.
are. This
Elm.
is some good fucking shit. Look, they're black. Look at them. You ever seen black pills before?
Fucking grab
We're
him.
good, yeah.
All right,
I'm
Theo,
grabbing
let's
his
go.
elbow.
Yeah.
No more
Now, get
questions. Are you sure?
No,
I am-
it's
Mr.
not-
Elm.
I am booking it out of there. I'm
I'm
terrified.
literally not
turn-
leaving.
I turn as he keeps asking that. And I just I look at him, but I don't say anything. But every time he asks, I'm like trying to push Theo out the door. But I'm also like,
Literally shrugging her up. What do you want for the blood then? What do you want? Just a little bit.
Miss D,
Yeah.
are you sure there are no more questions?
how do you know my name?
I know your family
Do you?
very well.
How
Your
well?
name's Diana D. Your name ain't Diana D.
We can't trust anything that he says. We need to leave.
Yeah.
Oh,
An ancestor of yours was very close to me
Diana.
before he died. Whatever became of your family now,
Diana,
it's less than.
are you still involved with them?
I leave. I'm sorry. I leave.
I'm trying
I
to pull
will not do
Diana,
this again.
Diana away.
Not directly.
We should go.
I begin to leave, but I'm still looking at him. I'm like looking at him, but I'm like backing out of the room.
Please, when you return, ask for Mr. Jones. You still owe me 4 blood bags.
Oh no!
You exit his office. And you find yourself in a bizarre part of the library. Next to the checkout, there is a returns cart with a single book on it. Ollie, you recognize Latin script. It says the name Hector on it.
Just a returns card.
A cart.
Oh, a
And
cart.
The book is on it.
And is it a small red book, as you said, hand bound?
Hmm.
That's good. We should go. We should go. We should.
This is fucking bullshit, this is.
We should leave. We should.
It's the
fucking-
first time I've been looking for one of them for fucking 3 months.
Yeah, well, he runs the secret library. I don't think you should be asking him for.
Who gives a shit what he runs? I don't give a fuck what he does for his fucking night job.
What the fuck was that all about? Diana, are you okay? Like, what was he talking about?
It's a long story. If you're all willing to hear it, perhaps I can say it back at the office or something, but we should probably leave.
Yeah.
I
Got
have
it.
left.
Oh shit. Do
Yeah,
we
like
not see you?
I booked it out of there
Okay.
when you guys were
You can-
continuing to talk to him.
Once you leave an aisle, the
Back in
sound
the- yeah,
returns. Everything feels like a pressure relieved off of your shoulders, and all of you return to the entryway of the library with Ollie and
Did I
Red Band book.
hear the blood bag comment?
oh, absolutely.
Okay. Cool. Great. Can we go now?
Yeah, let's,
Yes.
let's go back.
Please.
Fuck's sake. I take a bag out of my pocket and I pop another pill.
We can't trust anything
I'm
that he
heading
says,
to my car.
right? He's just toying with every single one of us, like cat and mouse.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're all fucking monsters.
How do you even know that that's the book that you need/want?
Good point.
You look. The what's the word? The rumors about this book appear to be true. You start at the beginning and it's almost a diary of a man called Hector. He describes himself, and the language is weird in this. It is not a normal script of Roman. It is difficult to read and slow, but it appears that he describes himself as an adherent of Fides, the god, and chronicles his journeys with other pilgrims. And slowly it goes on, and I'm assuming, unless there's anything anyone would like to do, Ollie is nose deep in this book the whole way home.
Yeah, I think I'm a little shaken by what's happened.
Is anyone riding with me, or am I alone?
Let's see. I was kind of trying to pull you out of there, and I don't know that those guys were. Did we all meet at the entrance, or like was Kay out of vision for that?
Yeah, I met you guys at the entrance, I would assume.
Okay.
I was like, can we go now? So.
Yeah, I guess it would have depended. Does Diana ask anyone to ride with her, or does she?
No, I think I just walk to the car and assume if anyone wants to ride with me, they can. But I don't feel like imposing on this group any longer, really. So I've been taking more of like a back seat kind of, well, front seat because it's my car, but you know what I mean.
I go where Jack goes,
Okay.
I think.
Yeah, I think if since Kay was shaken, I would have said something to you like at the entrance, like, "Fucking monster, right? You all right?"
Yeah, I just don't know why we continued to talk to him.
What was that shit he was saying to Diana?
I don't know. She's gonna tell us
All
when we
right.
get back, though.
All right, let's go. Let's ride with her.
Yeah, okay.
She shouldn't be alone.
Hey,
So
Theo,
yeah, we will hop in the car.
What?
are you gonna be okay to drive?
What do you mean we're going to be okay to drive? Why wouldn't I be okay to drive? Drove here, didn't I?
So is that a yes?
I literally just get in my van. Armand Van Helden starts playing really loud. I turn it up.
Ollie? Ollie?
Yeah. It's the one. It's the book. It's real. What?
He just gave that to you?
Yeah.
He didn't want anything?
He said they work on the honor system.
Monsters don't have honor.
Yeah.
Can I tell if he's
Yeah.
lying?
You're right. Wait, he did say it was on the honor system.
He did, but I know you're hiding something.
I tried so
I
hard.
think
I know.
that would be a manipulation subterfuge, Ollie, versus composure insight, Kala.
Okay.
And we will see the result of this roll after the break.
All right.
tired of the mundane? When you look up at the stars, do you think there is more to this than the blue planet you stand on? Are you among the best and brightest and yet feel like nothing is a challenge? Then join us at Exo Aviarium. Every day we discover something new that helps shape our realities. Whether it's clean energy, medicine, new food sources, or anything you could imagine, Exo Aviarium is here to change the world for the better. Exo Aviarium. Future in the beyond.
Kala and Ollie, amongst all the others preparing to leave, Kala stopped you and asked if you wanted anything. And the both of you probably pause for a moment. Kala, are you feeling suspicious or just on edge from the encounter?
Both.
Ollie, what do you say?
This is the book. It is clearly, by the marks, intrinsically linked to the interests of monsters.
Okay, so he gave you the book. But for what?
I think he doesn't know what it is.
That is too foolish for you. There's no way you know more than a vampire librarian.
I didn't say that I know more than him. But maybe he can't figure it out. It's a puzzle.
So he wants you to figure it out for him? And then what? He's going to take it and use it? And what makes you think you can figure out whatever, however old vampire can't figure it out?
Because it's Theo.
That's how they get you, though.
Get me what? I'm gonna figure this out and I'm gonna fix him. He's not gonna fucking die.
What if he's already gone?
Don't fucking say that. He's not gone. He's right there. Look at him. He's not gone yet. While he still breathes, while I still breathe. Don't fucking say that. He's not gone. I won't let it happen. I can figure it out. I just needed more information. I can solve it.
Are you already gone too?
Not gone anywhere.
Do I need to
This
walk
is what
away
I do.
from you?
No.
Because when I look at you, I see me 3 months ago. And I would really like to save you that pain.
You already kind of walked out on me once. Don't know why. I don't know what I did. But this isn't about anything but saving Theo. If I had to talk to a monster to get the information I need to figure it out, I'll talk to hundreds of them. It's the only good thing I've got in my life, the only thing I'm proud of.
That's not true. And I don't
Name
think
one thing.
I don't think he would want you to throw your life away, potentially endanger you, us, him.
It says I'm throwing my life away.
No deal with a vampire is ever good. Period.
into a library. I got out a book, and when I'm done with it, I'll put it back.
And you don't really believe that, do you?
Well, I would have already read it. I don't need to keep it.
I used to admire you.
Why?
You're smart. You are smart. Seem to kind of have it all together. Like you'd be a hunter that could survive anything. Where are all my heroes going?
What's your problem? Heroes. See that chalk? Throw it on the floor.
No.
Okay.
Don't.
I'll find the chalk that she wrote on the floor. And I'll throw it on the floor. And you'll see that I'm still knackered, not together, falling asleep yawning.
Why would you do that?
I'm not a hero. I will lie and I will cheat to save my brother. Don't fucking look up to anyone. Not me.
I really don't want to lose anybody else. And I understand that's incredibly selfish. Am I the only one that learned 3 months ago?
Then what? The monsters are monsters?
Yes. And that you can't just use them when you want. They're smarter, they're faster, they're better. They will win every time.
They're not fucking better than me.
I won't make the same mistake again, Ollie.
Just don't have heroes, Keller.
Yeah, I'm starting to see that.
You done?
No. I'm going to do everything I can to try to save your brother, my friend.
Yeah, me too. Thank you.
I hope I'm wrong. But I don't think I am. I'll see you back at the... I'm gonna ride with Diana.
Yeah.
Was there any conversation anyone wanted to have on the way back, or should we return to the office? Because I know there were some research things that Jack wanted to do.
Well, I imagine if Kala gets in the car and is visibly emotional, I don't
think I am.
I think
Visibly emotional.
No?
Nope.
Okay, cool.
I think
Sick.
I get in the car. I mean, it's clear we had a conversation, but...
Yeah.
I think I'm packing it away. If I can. I'll roll against you if you'd like, because I feel like you're pretty perceptive.
Yeah, I would like to read her a little bit, actually. That's all right.
Yeah, sure.
In fact, I've kind of been like a little bit on the, I would say I've been on the hyper-vigilant side of everyone's kind of vibe, especially when it like refers to me. I think she's being quite like self-focused in terms of like, are people mad at me? What is my placement here? Who am I now? They definitely don't work for me, so what's our deal here?
You're not the boss.
I'm not the boss. I don't know if anyone is like chill with me. So yeah, I'd like to.
Then Diana, that is wits insight, and Kala, that is subterfuge and manipulation.
Oh, well, no, you don't. I don't even think you have to roll.
Well, we both rolled horrifically last time.
Yeah.
Subterfuge and God, it's always
Manipulation.
backwards. Manipulation.
Yeah,
Okay.
sorry.
It's okay.
We'll find some better sheets next time. You pack it away. I think you probably see Diana like trying to suss everyone out.
Yeah.
But
Rearview mirror kind of like. Yeah.
that's all you get. So in that case, unless Kala starts something, Jack, you're back at the office and you had a question for me.
Yes. Are you referring to the drive?
The drive. An intelligence tech roll
Intelligence.
to see how close you are to cracking it. I believe you probably have some. I was wondering if you had any preparations in mind as the resident drone expert and tinkerer for things that you would like to get ahead of.
You're asking specifically about my drones?
Whether it's drones, you would like to make something else.
What are you getting at here, Hunt Master?
I'm not suggesting anything. But
Okay.
given you're hunting a big dog, you are hunting a woman called Eloise. You have another person tangentially related to her.
Yeah, I think that conversation I'd like to have with Ollie, at least Ollie, to talk about the relationship there, because that he knows about it. I've told him about it, but that woman that I pulled out of the house shares a last name with Eloise, and that's interesting.
Okay. Yeah, if you tinker around with the drive, and it is slightly frustrating. You feel like you're closer, but it's still potentially a long job unless something goes awry. In which case it might be indecipherable.
Okay.
But at the moment, it's just a very difficult job.
Sure. It's just going to be processing.
So, yeah, Jack, Ollie, you have puzzle pieces.
Go on,
What
Jack.
is...
Yeah, don't want to pull you away from your book.
Nah, you're good. I'm gonna need to get a kip soon anyway.
Yeah, you just say when.
By the way, I still look absolutely fresh-faced, like I've just had a
Wow.
espresso in the morning and stuff.
Yeah, that was pretty incredible. You surprised us there. Hey, what do you make of this Joanne, this Eloise, the connection there, like, what is it with these family ties?
Well, could be coincidence that they have the same name. Could be an affectation that they've taken the name, or they could be related.
Man, I couldn't get anything out of Joanne. Nothing.
Did you tell me about that scene?
Yeah, so you know all about that, and you know that they share a last name. You know that I tried to get her to give me any information. It was like she was just wiped clean.
So like an amnesia. And she wasn't messing with you. She was being sincere.
I mean, I don't think she was in a position to mess with me. She was almost a corpse when I found her. I saved her life.
Have you managed to find anything about her? Any info?
Master, have I found anything? I assume I would have looked up the names Eloise and Joanne Masters, and have I found anything about them online?
I think it's probably it's possible to find very basic stuff like a closed Facebook page, that sort of thing.
Okay. Sure. Anything that tells about potential relation?
I think that is something that Diana would be able to access, but it's
Nice.
yeah, their presence seems to be pretty surprisingly quite locked up on the internet.
Mm-hmm.
And they looked quite similar, the description I've got of Jack and the description I know of Eloise.
Yeah,
They look like they could be related, or it sounds like they could be.
yeah, definitely a relation.
Mm.
You know, okay. I checked there's no one around and we're kind of alone here.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so the name Eloise
Mm-hmm.
from my contact. My contact is dead.
Wait. Since when?
Since
You're not trying to tell me that you've been communicating with the dead?
no, but she's been communicating with me, and she's only ever done it twice, maybe 3 times. I don't know.
Ollie. What the
That's where
fuck?
That's where I got the name.
How do you even know you can trust that? Dude, Ollie, you are in some shit, man. Fuck.
She was there when I lost the use of my legs.
She was... What do you mean? Was she your friend? Ollie, spit it out, man. You got me on edge here. What the fuck?
I stared into her eyes for 4 hours while I watched the life drain out of her. She was the only woman I ever loved.
Oh my god.
And anything she tells me, I know she means it.
Ollie, I'm sorry. Shit. Sorry. Alright. And you can't contact her. She contacts you.
I haven't tried.
Okay. God. We're in some shit, man. And I mean, I know Diana's gonna talk to us, but what was that shit about Diana D? I guess we should just ask her.
I don't know. Look, he's a monster. We know how they fuck with you.
Yeah.
You know, the only thing you can trust from them is that they will be a monster.
Yeah, I do fucking know that.
Doesn't mean that there might not be some helpful information, but...
Yeah.
He might not have even... Jack.
Yeah.
I mean, some shit, Jack.
Yeah. Yeah, we're definitely in some shit.
I made a deal with him.
Fuck. Wait. Ollie.
Yeah.
How the fuck do you get that book, man? You didn't just walk out of there with that book.
He asked me what I'd give to save Theo.
Fuck me. What did you say?
The truth. Anything.
Fuck, Ollie. Fuck. What the fuck are we gonna do? The only thing you could possibly want. The only thing. Shit, man. Shit. I think I kick the desk and think better of it, like, fuck. Alright, man, alright. We gotta keep it together.
Calla suspects something.
She does.
Yeah, I guess. She called me in the car.
Alright. Alright. Alright, well, I guess, you know, we can't tell Theo. Shit.
Look, I have to save him.
That is not your job, Ollie.
It's my only fucking job. It's been my job since I was 18.
I don't know, man.
And now I'm in a position where I can properly help him.
I don't know if you've counted the cost. And not just for you, you know? I don't think they make straight up deals. Look, I'm gonna help.
Maybe that's not what it is. Maybe that's not what it is.
What do you mean?
When I was feeding Calla some bullshit about maybe he can't figure out what it is. Maybe this ancient fucking being who literally eats people can't figure out the puzzle. And he thinks I can.
All they do is set traps. She's not gonna fall for that shit. Did you read her? She's not stupid, man.
Look, I don't know. I don't fucking know, okay? All I know is you do the job in front of you, and the job in front of me is to save my brother, no matter the cost.
Alright, if you say so, Ollie. I don't...
And if is my life, if that cost is, I don't know, it's worth it. It's worth it.
Fuck, I guess it is if you think it is, but... Dude, I'm gonna be so pissed if we have to kill you. Asshole.
If I turn, you fucking kill me straight away. That's not me.
Fuck.
It's a monster. We know they will lie. We know they can make you believe whatever they want. But if I turn, you fucking take my head off.
Fuck you.
I'd do the same for you.
Yeah. Alright.
Deal?
Fucking deal.
And what's the worst that can happen?
You know, I don't think I want to know the answer to that.
Look, this book is good shit. This book is good shit.
Well, I hope it's got what we need. I don't want to...
It talks
Yeah, you're right,
about
but I think-
Fides. It mentions the Black Heart.
days?
Yeah, Fides is... Okay, the lines are blurred. Either a ruler or a type of a deity.
Okay, what about the Black Heart?
I don't know. This could be myth. This could be hearsay. This could just be a way to explain something. But she sealed the Dark Heart with her own life. I don't know what that means yet. Even I can't read that fast. But Fides is a god in the Roman pantheon, the god of contracts.
Okay.
So, I don't know. I need to read the book, but maybe the mark is a seal. Maybe it's not necessarily being marked for death. Maybe it is a seal against. Maybe the mark is a seal against something. Maybe the mark is not the problem. Maybe the mark is just what appears.
Like a side effect? What do you mean?
Maybe like a side effect. Maybe whatever's in Theo, the mark is protecting him. The mark.
This is really over my fucking head, Ollie.
Maybe that's what it is. Yeah, it could be a side effect of what's happening, but I don't think the mark is the problem. The hood we saw covered in marks, right?
Yeah.
He was going around killing people with the marks, taking the marks.
Right.
Maybe the marks were his protection against whatever his sick idea of his god deity. He thought he was working for a god. He said his job, his work was divine.
Holy shit.
Maybe the seal is stopping the Dark Heart. I don't know. Fucking maybe it's cornflakes.
No. I think you might fucking be onto something there.
I really need to fucking sleep. I'd be quicker than this if I wasn't.
You often make me wish I was smarter.
You don't be like me. Fucking hell. I support Tottenham, for fuck's sake. They haven't won in weeks.
Right. maybe you should get some sleep. I think Diana wanted to have a chat with us about that whole D thing. That could have come out better. Anyway, you gonna join that or what?
Just gonna enjoy that D thing sentence for a little bit longer.
All right. There.
Right, I'm good. All right.
So I think at this point I will walk out and rejoin the others and probably ask if Diana wants to fill us in on anything.
About the D.
Thanks, buddy.
You're welcome. Diana, you're in the office. What are you doing? How are you feeling? And how do you begin?
Yeah, I think I'm like, I have a cup of tea and I have a spoon in the tea and I'm stirring it and it is no longer hot. So I'm just kind of standing there waiting for everyone to congregate, feeling quite nervous. Yes, well, I suppose you all deserve answers. I had thought I could keep it, personal matter, but my apologies for being thrown in the library. I was born Diana D. Craft is a name that I chose for myself. I come from a long line of hunters, well known and well regarded. In my family, there is a tradition. Each generation, there are 2 children born. One ascends to control the business, as it were, and the other is a hunter. The hunter raises the future hunter, and it continues down the line, so I was born a hunter. My brother runs the business. My Uncle Reese is who truly raised me. I was delivered to him at a young age. But when I was 15, he died in what I believed was a hunt. My father put me to work, and as of very recently, I have learned that there is another tradition in my family. That tradition comes from which I believe to be a dark magic. It turns out that my father sacrificed my Uncle Reese to prolong his life and keep control of the family. And when the time comes, it is expected that my brother will do the same to me. So,
Kill you.
when we... Yes. Sacrifice. For the family. I suppose I will raise and train his youngest, and then I'm not sure about the details, the information regarding age. I suppose it could happen tomorrow. But I have time still. It is up to Martin.
Sorry to prolong his life.
I believe it's to keep control. Prolong his life, keep control. Just... I suppose it's for the dynasty.
When we were in that room, and that gentleman, librarian, referred to me as Diana D and said that he knew of me, I couldn't help but, I want to know if it's possible to break the deal that my father has made. It's with an entity, I believe. To be honest, I only found out about it recently. What's curious, and I was going to eventually bring it up, but we've been a bit busy since Theo. My father equally has a mark on his hand. It is not the same. It's not the same mark. It is different. But it was reminiscent of the self-same mark that Theo has on his. And
would your father know about Theo's mark?
I doubt it. I doubt it, and I'm not even sure that if he did, he would tell me. He seemed utterly convinced that he couldn't tell me any more than what he did. But I do know that it is linked to a deal with an entity. So perhaps that is a direction that we can focus on. Perhaps these marks are a deal with an entity of some form. Powerful one, dark magic and all.
Diana,
I ain't made no deals with no one, though.
Do you know of any way we can get a little more information from I don't imagine your dad's gonna cooperate.
I suppose I could inquire along the channels. I could talk to Martin if he was willing to. I used to be quite close with Martin.
But he's meant to kill you? Sorry, sacrifice?
Same thing.
Yes. That doesn't mean I don't love him still. Funny thing, a heart.
Yeah.
There is
You might
another
not
thing.
need to.
Yes.
Sorry.
No, it's all right. Your friend, Carla, our mutual friend. I was wondering if you had a way to get a hold of him. I've been unable, and I think he deserves to know what happened to Reese. So.
Yeah, I'll go over to my bag and I'll get out his number. And I hand it to her without a word.
Thank you.
It's a funny word. Deserve.
Yes. Perhaps a better one is earn.
Diana,
Yes.
you said your father's mark was different.
Yes, it is.
Does it look like this? And I show you a copy of the hieroglyphic monad written by John Dee.
You see a symbol on the front of a book that is a circle with a dot in the middle, a semicircle at the top that makes it look like it has horns, underneath the circle is a cross, and then a kind of M meeting the bottom of the cross with curves going out either direction. Diana, it does look very similar, save for the cross.
Yes. It's almost identical except for the cross.
Any relation, Miss D?
Well, if they're distant, yes. Distant relation. You know, now that I think about it, I wonder if we have all sorts of... There's got to be a hidden trove of information of some kind, now that I know that my family is dealing in these sorts of arts. Perhaps... Oh, would it be too risky? I wouldn't even know where to start. Perhaps I can get a hold of Martin. We could break into the house.
What if he's part of it though? Like what if he knows
Martin?
a lot more than he's told you?
It's possible, yes. Though, there is something that he did. I don't think I was ever meant to know what happened to Reese. I don't think I was ever meant to know any of this. But he forced it out of my father. Basically told him he had no other choice.
Is that just to ease his guilt before he kills you? Sorry, sacrifice.
You can say kill. It's what he will eventually do, I suppose. Yes, it could very well be that. But I know Martin very well. And he has withheld information from me for so long. I wonder what made him change his mind. Again, could be guilt, but... So perhaps we break in without his help.
Trust your gut on this one.
It's a long shot, and it is certainly not originally planned. And I'm aware that none of you work for me anymore, which I must be honest, I wasn't really looking for employees. I suppose I wanted a family. So, my apologies for how it all turned out.
Well, it hasn't all turned out yet, so why don't you save the apology? And, yeah, we'll help. I look around at the others.
I look uncomfortable.
How does Theo look?
There are points where, while she was speaking, my vision would drift over to nothing and follow nothing across the room and then come back. I think for the majority of that conversation, though, Theo would just be confused. I don't think he can even comprehend the idea of sacrificing a family member or anything.
In that case, Kala, your uncomfortableness, where does that come from?
I think we're repeating the same mistakes. I think no one learned except for me. I don't think I belong here anymore. I care about these people, but the only way to be a hunter is to not do this, to not trust anyone except not use your gut instinct, is to rely on logic and a strict set of rules. Like, you cannot fucking trust a vampire. I feel trapped. I feel like I am going to walk straight into the lion's den a second time. But I also feel like I deserve it because I led all these people into the lion's den last time, so I'm not going to stop myself from going. But I'm pretty sure we're all going to die.
Right. So is the plan to rock up to the D mansion?
Yeah, I think that's like the only lead that I personally have to offer. So, hold on. I believe that's the only lead that I have to personally offer. So, I am absolutely willing to do so alone or with assistance. But I'm also willing to do what we all agree is the correct thing to do. So,
There is also another lead, which
The computer.
can be followed. I was thinking the Eloise Masters lead.
I don't know about that, though. Any luck on the
can't hear you.
drive?
Jack, what about the Master Sisters? Not Master Sisters. Eloise.
I look at Kay real quick. Yeah, Kay, it's still cooking. And then at Ollie. I don't know, man. You're the brains of this op. I can't make heads or tails of it.
Diana, can you look up these names? They're somehow related. I don't know
Yes.
how.
I look at the names. I would like to see if they are somehow related and if I know that.
The names are Louise Masters and Joanna Masters. I mean, seems like they would be related, but just by looking at
Yeah.
the names. But are you gonna look them up with your thingy?
Yes.
That
Okay. I'm looking them up with my global access. Does that work?
Yes. I will quickly look up exactly what that does. What sort of information? But I think the role for that is intelligence technology? And I suppose you could add your desperation dice.
Ooh. Can you remind me once again how to do that?
On top of the roll, add... What is desperation now? I imagine it's 3.
Okay. Oh, really?
Oh dear. You can spend willpower to reroll that if you'd like.
Yeah.
But global access gives you some cool stuff.
How many do I get to reroll?
3.
Oh, jeez.
Ugh. I feel
Okay.
like the only thing that you managed to discover is that yes, they are sisters,
Okay.
and there are there's definitely more to find, but right now it is the only link you can remember that you've already been given is that who was it that looked? I think it was Ollie. Ollie found Eloise linked to St. Basil's, the church.
Yeah, she was a member of the congregate. She
went there.
She went to the church.
Went there. So, yeah.
I think we also went to the church and couldn't find her there.
Oh right, yeah. Yeah, you did try looking in between episodes, but she seems to have disappeared.
Well, I was able to find out that they are sisters. That's the relation. Other than that, I don't think I was able to find any new information.
What is that? The pairing. Brothers. You, your brother. Sisters. What's with that?
What do they share?
Blood.
Despair.
Share blood.
Yes.
Could be coincidence.
Can your blood save him?
Okay, I told Jack helped me figure some stuff out. I don't think the mark is the problem. We think the mark is... It's a ward, perhaps, against something. The symptom is the mark on his hand might be, and I look over at Theo, protecting him. Much like the mark on your father's arm is protecting his dynasty.
I flick some holy water at Theo.
It's slightly uncomfortable if any gets on the mark.
Does that hurt you?
Well, it's not easy to hurt, you know, but it does sting when it gets on the hand.
What the fuck would it be protecting him from then?
I don't know, but when I
Fucking
Pulled
angel, the light
Joanna.
of God?
The hood thought he was doing the divine work.
Yo, did you drop the name Fides? You
Yes.
did you? Okay.
Oh, that was with Jack. I probably would have said it now when I was explaining all the stuff. I don't want to say everything I said, but
Right, okay.
let's say that the line was Fides, god of contracts, sealed the dark heart with her life.
Sorry. God of contracts?
Roman deity Fides, but also Fides is related to in certain books as a person who existed. This could be mythology, but there is a mark against the dark heart, which the hood spoke about.
So what was the hood trying to protect themselves from a contract? Or were they making a contract?
An entity. Remember what I said about my father making a deal with an entity, and that is why the mark is on his hand. But in his case, it's... The deal is the ward. If there was no deal made, could that mark be used for something else? I mean, you know, no offense, Theo, but you look like shit.
Right,
Could it be
well,
taking something from him?
I mean,
His
that'd
life,
be-
his energy?
I don't think the mark is. I think something else is doing that.
But the mark could be facilitating it, right? No?
I don't think so. I don't
Look
know.
at Joanna's case. She should have been dead. Right, Allie? I dragged her out. I told you, she was all but dead.
Well, it doesn't make sense to be a source if the source ends. Perhaps this entity is tapping a source, but it doesn't want the well to run dry. So perhaps it keeps them alive, but empty. Slowly takes from them. And the more, it could just, like a rain, like a summer rains, every drop can flood the street.
If the mark was removed, whatever's happening would happen all at once.
All at once he would die.
What if we could ask another entity?
What?
What if we could summon something else and ask? Something that has more information than we do.
Some
That
dark
isn't
shit,
a
Kay.
vampire. I understand that. I'm just asking.
Summoning is possible, risky, without correct protections, even with.
Do you know
it's
how
still
to
risky.
Do you know how to instill those kinds of protections?
I might have looked up how to summon entities, but I've never done it.
Okay. What if we
You have the
already
book.
had one?
As protection, the hymn book.
Okay.
I'm just asking. What if we already
Okay.
What if we
Like
already
how-
have one?
I look at Jack.
What? Do you two know something I don't? What's going on?
I don't think so, Ollie.
What is happening?
Just wondering if we knew someone. I'm clearly bullshitting. Whether you notice or not, I don't know.
I am risking everything for your brother. And you're going to lie to me now.
Yeah, I might know. I'm. This sounds
Yeah,
fucking
Ollie, I don't
stupid.
think-
No, she's right.
What is going on?
Trying to tell you. A being has attached itself to me since many years ago. And sometimes it talks to me. But I've never tried to talk back.
It's not just
Beatrice.
a being. Yeah.
Beatrice.
Your friend?
My ex-girlfriend who died in a car accident.
The same car accident.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's not even what I was talking about. Is she here now?
Theo knows she's here.
What?
Holy fuck. Holy fuck!
What?
Oh my god.
That
Chills.
It's
Well?
not obvious until they bring it up, Theo. But when you start looking, a shadow similar to your mother is also following your brother. In fact, now you look, this entire place is haunted.
Well, is she?
I can't tell. She's not visited me or directly communicated with me often.
Oh,
Yeah, she's
about
here.
Eloise.
what?
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 Yeah, they're all here.
What do you mean they're all here?
There's a lot of people here.
Oh yeah,
Besides
it's
us.
in your head.
Don't be. What?
He's on like 12
mean-
things.
Yeah, I mean, the drugs, the booze, it don't make them go away. Although, this is the first time I've seen all of them.
Theo, what you saying? All of them what?
Ghosts, I suppose is what that is.
You see ghosts. Here.
Well, for the last few days I've only been seeing one ghost.
Like right now.
Was a
No, I
fuck off.
I don't want to know. Don't tell me if I have any.
You've been seeing her since.
No, not Beatrice, no. Mum.
Yeah. Since the end.
Yeah. She ain't said nothing, don't really do much. Tried throwing a bit of salt at her. Got the silvered pipe out at one point. Didn't really do anything. If I sort of reach out, it gets cold.
The non-corporeal.
Well, that's not really
Right,
not really
Beatrix?
the type of
Been a while.
entities I was
You can see.
referring to.
I head over to the closet. I'm getting something in there, ruffling around for a minute.
You can see B.
Can now, yeah.
Where's she look?
Yeah, she looks alright, you know. She always scrubbed up nice.
Yeah. We got a ghost whisperer.
Kala returns with a sword.
What do you see with this? Theo? Is there anybody in here?
Not a person.
For the first time, am not like I am trying to touch this as little as possible. Which I think is very different from how I used to be.
Yeah, probably wrapped up in some sort of cloth you're holding. Theo is not the same as the ghosts. But maybe something if you squint real hard.
What the fuck is that?
Exactly. This is what the fuck I was referring to.
Yeah, I'm confused.
I think there's something in here.
Something. A being.
An entity of some sort.
In the sword.
Yes.
You might want to
The
put that
kind
down.
you make deals with.
Yes. The kind you make deals with.
Why's
are
everyone
you
been
not
making
saying?
fucking deals?
I haven't been making deals.
Okay.
At least not now that I know better.
Where'd you get the steel then? What's that?
I actually don't remember.
Now who's fucking lying and keeping things from everyone?
I am not lying. One day I just had it. It was in my room.
Can you communicate with it?
Yes.
Wait, like
Is-
you can talk to it?
Yes. And it can talk to me.
Is it benevolent? benevolent, is it?
That is not the word I would use. Bloodthirsty is the word I would use.
He is a sword.
That sounds right up our alley in terms of description. Would you be willing to talk to it again?
Yeah. Sure. As long as you get your protection stuff going.
I've not really read much about actual...
Abba! Oh, he's gonna be so mad at me.
You have a familiar feeling well up.
Mm-hmm.
No direct response, but it's listening.
Are you stuck in there?
You feel mirth. Not stuck as such. Just here.
Have you been listening this whole time?
I'm not really that interested in what most of you have to say. But when you do get going, I do find you all very entertaining.
Always the mouse. Do you know anything that can help us?
I think you're right. It's a
About?
protection against something. Your bookish friend knows what he's talking about.
And
more
my eyes
besides.
start to ollie. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but I'm speaking out loud. Okay.
Can we hear the sword talking?
No, you can't hear any words.
I'm actually glad.
Kala is receiving all of this through intuition and feelings.
Yeah, it's not an actual like voice. It's just this like gut feeling.
And you know, the more feelings that well up, the more bloodlust comes with it. The more questions. What it really, really is a protection from death itself.
And my eyes immediately dart to Theo, and I look a little scared.
Put me through his gut. Test it out.
I have a -2! Ah! I gotta roll for it, man. I'm so sorry. I knew I shouldn't have picked this fucking thing up again. I knew it. I left it wrapped in the closet. God damn it. Okay, I'm sorry. Brad, don't hate me.
Composure resolve -2?
Okay. Can I do -2 in the modifier? Or should I just roll and then we subtract
Yeah, I
it?
think you can do -2. One success is probably not enough. Unless you'd like to give me a really good reason why you don't stick a sword through your friend's belly.
I gotta be really honest. I think I would do it. I think basically I've had this fucking thing in the closet for 3 months. I haven't touched it. And I think I've always enjoyed the feeling that it gave me. I felt empowered. I felt strong. I felt good enough. And I think I have not been feeling those things at all. So I think the rush of this feeling is a bit overwhelming for me. And I will stab Theo in the chest or stomach or whatever he tells me to do it.
Well, you'll try.
Yes. Try to stop me.
I'm sorry.
Try to stop me.
I'd love to.
Yeah.
Yeah. You think you're
Theo
just
doesn't want to get stabbed? What the fuck?
brandish a fucking massive sword around Mr. Paranoid Hyper Awareness
Yes.
and run all the way across the room towards me with it without me pulling out my fucking gun?
Yeah.
I would like to gun her down.
Oh god. Okay. Firearms and composure versus Kala's melee dexterity.
Right. Do I use the artifact?
I think for speed, no.
Alright.
Firearms composure, you said?
Yeah, that's how guns get shot in this game.
Melee
Okay.
and strength?
Dex.
Okay. And
Oh my god.
do I get bonuses for having my sword out and using it?
Oh,
and
you get
being
plus
surrendered?
one
Yeah,
because
okay.
it's your sword is
Yeah.
always plus one.
Oh
I think
my
you
god.
kill each other. Or it comes close
That's
to
one way to do it, right,
you
Brad?
both get 4. Kala, you are across this room faster than anyone else can
That
move.
means I move as fast as a speeding bullet. Holy shit! Sorry.
Kinda.
And the
Yeah.
pressure from your sword helps. Theo, you're impaled, but not before your gun is
I'm like
out
fanning
of
the
its holster.
hammer. Yeah.
And Kala, you get caught in the fire. One of you goes down. One of you does not.
Yeah, it's me because my sword was right.
What the fuck?
Theo,
What the fuck?
you have a sword sticking out of your gut,
Oh god.
and this is the worst pain you've ever been in.
Oh, fucking hell. What the fuck?
Shit.
Am I like immediately down or am I shot and can say a few things?
Yes, you are shot.
Okay.
You're probably on the floor.
You can't die. That's what it told me.
Oh, so you thought you'd fucking test it out, did ya? Fucking finish her off, will you, someone?
Oh my god.
She's fucking
Someone
lost
call
it.
an
Ambulance.
I've lost it.
Jack.
I'm
On
the
it.
only sane one here.
I move over to Theo. Bruv.
Calling
I rush to
911.
Kala. Kala, where is she shot?
Everywhere.
I think she's probably
Sorry,
got
I had to
a
do it.
couple everywhere.
Okay,
but,
I'm freaking out. I'm trying to put pressure on the specific wounds.
it was very close range, straight through.
Apply pressure. Jack, get the first aid box, Theo.
Oh god. Oh god.
I'm gonna remove it, alright?
Oh god.
I'm gonna remove it.
Oh, fuck.
Look at me.
Yeah,
Look
just
at me.
fucking do it. Go on.
Stay with me.
Just do it. Fucking
You're good.
hell.
Fuck.
You're gonna be okay and you're good.
Why did you shoot her? Why did she stab you?
Because it told me.
Because she was running at me with a fucking sword and she stabbed me with it.
How does Theo look after being run through by a giant fucking sword?
He's bleeding, but not as much as you'd expect.
Oh, fuck.
And yeah, this was a huge sword. He should be.
I mean, you watched me
orders-
cleave a thing in half. He should be dead.
He
But
should
he's
be
not.
dead.
Oh, it was worth the gamble, was it?
Yeah, looks like.
Pass me my fucking gun.
No, Theo.
Kick it over here.
Theo.
Give me that
Theo,
one.
Theo.
Kick it away from him.
I think she's right.
Fucking hell.
I think
How's that?
you're alright.
Oh, she's right. Lucky that.
This is why you didn't die after you should have died in hospital.
Okay, we could have
an
fucking
ambulance.
talked about it before she ran me through with a fucking claymore.
I'm not disagreeing with you there, bruv.
Do we hear the sirens yet?
It's the mark.
Probably pretty soon.
Jack,
before
help
you
me get her
will
outside.
pass.
No, I'm not gonna. I will not make it to the hospital.
The fuck that.
How do you give me that? Give me it. How does he pass
Fuck
it
that.
on?
Oh, that's what you're
Want the
after,
mark?
is it? You want the fucking mark?
No, and I didn't originally.
What are you gonna do? Drink me blood?
Nope. I'd prefer not
Actually,
to.
I drink some of my own blood. It
You're
probably
drinking your own
looks
blood.
insane. I'm like scooping some. I'm just curious as to whether it gives me any sort of effect.
No effect from your own blood.
Josh, is there anything, as I look through the book, is there anything about giving the mark to someone?
I think Kala knows how the mark is passed on.
What?
Do you have
True
a
love's
suspicion?
kiss. Sorry.
No. But I don't think
Okay.
I want it. I think I asked for it because that's what people do when they're dying. But I think if I actually have to tell him how to do it, I'm not going to do it because I don't want to be a monster.
So,
I would rather die.
you might be thinking slightly different from me. Kala, do you remember the conversation you had with your forum friend?
No.
He
PB
said
doesn't.
that-
Calla might, but PB
Alright.
doesn't.
In that case, yeah, Kala would remember. He said that you can find the people that are marked by following the catastrophes.
Yeah. So what? We burn the fucking place down? I don't understand. You will have to explain it to me better, Josh. I'm so sorry.
There's a missing piece here. But I have an idea. As this chaos is happening, at the top of the elevator descending down, you see a woman. Bleached hair, bronze skin. And she looks at the blood everywhere, and the flat look on her face does not change.
Does she have fucking scars on her face, Josh? Is this Jean?
Scars?
Is this Jean?
Jean? No.
I mean, not that Calla would know that, but PB would be like, Jean, take me. Like, just fucking let me pass on. Don't make me a
Baby, that
vampire,
could
but
be
just like,
arranged.
Well, I mean, name a vampire you want to get side by. I can
Yep,
make this happen. But like,
oh,
Theo recognizes Eloise.
You again.
I'm sorry.
who the fuck is this?
It's
I
a
was too
fucking
late.
dog keeper.
That's the last time I buy you a burger.
I didn't want it to happen again. I needed your help. But it's probably too late.
Sorry, who the fuck is this?
I'm Eloise. I was chased here.
What?
A large dog. It won't leave me alone.
Here?
I don't
What?
mean to be annoying, but I'm kind of dying on the floor here.
Can I try and help her, Josh, now that I don't think my brother's gonna die? I have some medical training.
Yeah. Look her over. The first
I've
thing you
been putting
discover is a
pressure.
mark on her palm,
On Callas?
on Kala's.
That mean I am
open her-
not gonna die? Oh shit.
I open her hand
yeah.
up so everyone can see it.
I knew it.
Oh, fuck.
Working us over
how?
for a fucking mark.
I didn't want this.
Yeah,
How was it transferred?
I don't know.
Check Theo's hand. Has he still got the mark?
Theo still has the mark.
I turn to Eloise. How is this happening? I'm assuming you know. Do you know? Explain. Right now.
I didn't want them to die. And that is where we will end.
No! No!
Oh,
that is no!
my God!
We do not end there. What? You carry on going, mister.
Joshua? I don't even know if that's your full name.
It is. Good guess.
Just
Take off my sick filter. You got to put it on though, PB.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Holy
Well,
You
cow,
send it to me,
man.
Brad. Is it just the sick filter?
You sent it to me
Oh, okay, perfect.
ages ago.
Ages ago for something else. That's what I was asking.
Yeah, it's the same one.
I am
It was
so proud of
Kingmakers.
everyone.
what the fuck was that episode, dude?
Yeah, that
It was
insane.
great.
That was
That was
crazy.
insane.
You worked, Peachy. You just worked through the problem in the middle of the episode, and you were like
I didn't know any of
99%
that. My
there.
brain just turned on halfway through the scene, and I'm like, wait,
I
did I
saw it
just figure it out?
You've never seen it happen before.
Oh my god.
I saw that shit happen and I was like, well, I'm too dumb for this. Man, Peachy's on it.
Yeah, but I'm too dumb for this. How did I do that?
Not today.
Because
No,
you're
you're not.
role playing a smart person
Yeah.
so hard. You
So
access
well and so good.
the other 90% of the human brain.
What's that movie? What's that movie called? No?
Yeah,
No one
knows. The Mentalist?
Dumb and Dumber.
To say the mentalist.
Whenever I think of that movie, I then just go, you know what? I can't remember what it's called, and everyone's heard of Limitless, so I just I immediately go, yeah, you took the Limitless pill, and then so much.
Yeah. That's it.
Just do
That's
that.
And that
Shit,
advert was
Peachy.
everywhere.
Nice.
Yep.
That was so
it.
good.
Holy fuck.
I
Yeah.
just spam Josh with paragraphs. Josh, did I just... Josh! Josh!
He asked so many good questions. I was like, yeah, sure, yeah, you get it. It's all there. You've also not even touched the other half of that book I gave you this session.
I literally just got it, dude.
Yeah.
I'm going first this week. You made me go last week. Peachy's scene with Jack, where the
Yep.
whole thing
Yep.
Yeah.
was
He
insane.
didn't even have to tell me what he told me about the deal, but he did, and I was IRL blown away. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, it was good.
It was-
I think
The
Calla
best.
really cut deep on Ollie
Dude.
for what he was doing, and he needed to tell someone the truth.
I really like. Dude, we need to give Peachy just two things. You're smart and you want to protect one person, and he's like, "Oh, those are the only two things." And he is off, dude. He is gone. He's unstoppable. It's like the juggernaut of RP today, man. You fucking tanked this whole episode. It was unreal.
Yeah, you did.
I feel like just about every scene you had today was just phenomenal.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Why are you
I mean,
apologizing?
Why are you saying sorry?
It wasn't scene hoggy.
It's just
It
when
was-
you gotta go, you gotta
Okay,
go,
but you're
right?
you're
was just
with a bunch of
very,
players who don't even believe in that. You know,
Yeah,
we don't
that's
even
yeah.
believe in
possible.
scene hogging. So like, yeah,
It was exactly like the show and the episode was centered around the fact that you were the person to get this job done. This part of it, at least.
Yeah.
So and so he did. So that was all it was. So you were just presented more scene opportunities, which made sense. I don't think.
Yep.
I didn't even consider you hogging it. I feel like everyone was.
Yeah, but it feels like that. The ego,
yeah, it feels
right?
like that in your brain. Yeah, for
But
sure.
I just think your scenes were really, really strong.
They were
Was
really
it?
good.
Yep.
And I'm going
really
next.
enjoyed all of them.
Yeah, someone
Because-
stop talking about me.
'Cause
I feel weird complimenting you more than anyone else. Okay, 'cause all I do is roast you all day, every day. Sometimes I sit by myself and I'm like, damn, that's a good one. I wish I was on a call with Peachy.
Damn, that's a good one. Josh, when he was playing Regent Jones,
Yes.
Fuck me up,
Yes.
man.
we
Yes.
were dying.
Yep.
Yep.
Thank you.
Messed us
Oh
up.
my god.
That character is a gift from PB from season 1, and I
Keeps on giving.
like it. Just
You gave that gift
wasn't-
back.
he wasn't even going to be in this series, but it just kept on making sense for him to turn up.
He was so refined and quietly horrifying. It was beautifully
Dude, it was
portrayed.
perfect.
Oh my god.
So yeah, I love doing that. Yeah, that was so much fun. Thank
It
you.
was great.
I mean,
I want to go next.
Damn
Oh.
it!
I beat you. That
You were just louder.
conversation. Huh? What?
No, you were just
that-
louder than me. That's all it was.
Oh yeah, that's true. I'm
I always finish
louder
first.
than everyone. That scene with Kala and Ollie was insane, and like just PB your that line, dude, of like, where are all my heroes going? Like, what is that whole idea and like thesis of that conversation was so good and hit so hard. I was just like, what is going on right now? Yeah, it was absolutely brilliant.
Can I go next? Thank you.
I already said.
I'm going next. Great, I'm louder. I'm louder. Okay. Peachy.
I can't be in every scene that gets points.
Yes,
I
it
can't.
sounds like you are, bitch, because
Yeah.
I'm the last one to go. So, except for you. But yes, you. I wanted to take Brad, the one Brad did. The scene with you and Jack was very, very good. But just as a, I had to go into the Discord to thank you for the scene after we had it, because you're always an amazing scene partner. And we had not had a scene like that this season, and it was very, very nice. So thank you for that. It was very good.
Yeah, that was a good scene.
Mm-hmm.
All right, the lady's finished.
Mm-hmm. You may go
Can
now.
I get the job done now?
He's never said that before in his life.
Never ever.
An original sentence to come out of his mouth.
The point is to win, right?
yeah.
Well,
favorite trait in a role player.
can I? I'm actually gonna.
Sorry. It was such perfect shade.
I don't know what to say, because like I wanted the scene with Kala, like you literally changed my conceptual understanding of how my character was feeling in that moment, because you affected my character, which I was like, oh shit, like why is everything she's saying correct? And I even fucked up in the middle of the scene because I misheard you, but you just pushed with it, and I'm like, oh, it's still going. It didn't break. It was phenomenal, but someone already gave a point for that. So I'm going to give a point to Murgles because when she shouted at the end, like she's got this posh accent, and then she said, right now, she went like proper, like angry English, and it was perfection. I was like, she's English.
It's so hard to shart. So hard to shart. Let me tell you something that's really difficult.
Let me tell you something.
Just did it right then. It's so hard to shout in an accent, is what I'm trying to say. When you have like
Or be
when you're putting on an accent, you have to think like you're trying to role play improv. So you're thinking what you need to say. You're listening to what someone's saying. You come up with like what you would normally say as a response, but you're filtering it through another person, this other character.
Yeah.
So it's not just having a normal conversation. You're like, well, my character would probably say this instead, even though it's similar to what I was maybe thinking. Their reaction might be different. So you've got to think like that. So that changes what you're going to say back dialogue-wise. Then you have to think like, well, how do you even say that in an English accent or an American accent or an Irish accent or something like that? So you go through this whole thing. And it's so difficult to do. And if you have to say anything louder, for me personally, I lose the accent immediately. It's so difficult to shout in an accent. I picked up on it as well, Peachy. I was like, how did you do that?
That was really
Teach
good.
me.
Because she's this posh English accent, right? Very prim and proper. But when you lose your temper or your shouting, you're not like.
It's so hard to do because you've got to.
Full on English. That was, great accent.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
You did really well. Now you got loads of pressure for next week.
Yeah.
No pressure.
I can't wait.
Lovely.
Ruined it. Took it all away.
I just come back in full Monty Python accent. What are you doing over there?
Strawberry.
So everyone, for next week, I don't know whether to, because everyone gets a point for their character sheet. What do you want? Do you want a skill point? Do you want an edge point? Like what's everyone most interested in? Going into the final episode.
Yes.
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 Okay.
I think
you
I'd
get-
rather have a skill point than an edge point because
or a background point, I guess. But
I have
like,
my.
A skill
relooked at
point
the
will
edges.
take my occult up to 5.
it's a bit late for that.
Ooh.
But no, it's good. Yeah. Skill points or a perk for everyone.
Nice.
Or a perk.
Or a perk.
Thank you, Hunt
Yeah.
Master.
Thank
You
you.
Very welcome.
What a fucking episode, dude. Jesus,
Yeah,
well
that was
crazy.
done.
Bro.
Just like brilliant episode.
Just casually meeting the person who's basically the prince of the city, just getting on with that.
Oh, it wasn't.
Surviving
It
that.
wasn't casual. Like I was dying in DMs off screen. I lost it. That
He
was
is
so cool.
gone.
Can't wait to hear the rest of the book that Theo got. But yeah, thank
You got a book too, bruv.
Ollie.
It's Alan Shearer's autobiography.
Yeah, it's a
Alan
biography.
Shearer.
Alan Shearer.
So Alan Shearer actually scored 31 goals over the 93-94 season, and then the next year, the very next season, he got 31 goals again, which was the top goal scorer for both of those seasons. And then after that, Peachy, Harry Kane. Tottenham.
Harry Kane.
Yeah, he's in 8th place for
It
most
took everything in my
goals
power
scored.
not to fade out in the middle of that.
I was going to try and
I faded
quote
out.
all
Right
of them.
I
was gonna
faded
try and
out in the
quote
middle
all
of it.
them. That was going to be his final words as he died. Just that entire thing about Alan Shearer. He's a national treasure. Tell Alan I love him. Well, that's that, everybody. We have a post-credits scene. But you know what? Since we've gone over, just go and follow all the links to everybody here.
Yeah.
There's all sorts of things going on. Unless anyone has anything very special going on this week that they want to announce. Anyone got any new projects or anything?
I mean, we
No
got
stuff Thursday.
2 new announcements.
2 new announcements, but not
Mhm.
really.
okay.
No.
Nope.
Not really.
That advert
really.
was pretty sick. I'm gonna buy whatever that was.
Yeah. XO
I think I need it.
Zeno. I didn't think it was possible, and I'm still not sure. And here, of all places, Corvin Castle. To look upon you is an odd sensation, but again, impossible. Who are you? Shapeshifter? Skin changer?
Lionel. There you are. I thought I'd lost you.
I am convinced that I had lost you.
I suppose I'm convinced I lost myself as well.
What am I looking at? Who are you?
Oh. Jean. Do you forget your friend's face so quickly?
It cannot be.
Can it not?
Why are you here, Jean?
Do you mean in this castle specifically?
Yes.
I think I have a soft spot. For Hungary, perhaps. I'm helping some friends. I'm taking them to God, I suppose. And it felt fitting here. Felt drawn. Perhaps I knew you'd come and find me. This is your home? Close to it, right?
I don't think I've been here since... I don't understand, Jean.
It was magnificent when you swept across the country. Maybe you'll go home. Is that why you're here? To go home?
In Orsova there is a piece of land that overlooks the river. I purchased it not long ago. It was the place I was born. While I am there, I recall an odd sensation, something similar to love, comfort, family. But this vision in front of me conjures something else.
What is that?
You cannot be real, Jean.
Touch me, I am.
I saw you burn.
I did burn. Yes.
Then how?
I believe it was God. I'm not done here. I have much to do.
What?
Deliver all of us to God.
All of us? Or just your friends?
All of us, if they wish.
Your friends are Salubri. I tracked them here. What are you doing with them?
They are to guide us all to Golconda, and I am to guide them.
That is their wish.
Yes?
I've read the scriptures. You believe it to be true?
I do. But Lionel, are you not still in the chaos and cacophony?
Do you know I was a captain of the Hungarian Guard? The last time I was even close to here. I was freed by the woman who turned me. That was the first of many dominoes that led us here. I cannot believe that you are real. But then again, I have had a transformative few years.
Have you?
Your prince, de Grelle, is the reason that I became prince.
Oh. Oh.
The year that you burned, he was the one that set the catalyst that led to his own death, and then my ascension as Prince of Manchester.
Did you like it?
No. It was not a plan that I was prepared for. It was not a plan that I had wished for. And then something else. An ancient Ventrue, Fides.
I believe I've heard of that, yes.
She came to us, but she too burned. Thanks once again to your prince, de Grelle. He set the Anarchs on us, on Fides, but now that the dust has settled, Manchester is just mine.
Do you feel free?
Could it truly be Eugene?
Yes. Yes. I think. Yes. I believe.
There are no other Ventrue giving me orders, and finally, after all this time, I am, in a way, free. Yes. A freedom that I didn't think to seek until we met. Until you had me consider another path.
Should I apologize?
It was but a fleeting thought until you burned. Until now, finally I can choose my own path.
Oh, what are you saying, Lionel?
Since I can choose, Jean, I choose you.
So that's why I'm in this castle. Ah.
Perhaps you and I could travel to Orsova.
Are you willing to help as well?
Jean, I can do anything I want.
Can I know where this life goes when I stumble with every step?